Can you please teach us the proper way to eye roll and the proper way to wink? What is the proper way to do those things?
Now, eye roll, let me see. It's hard to just do it out of context if you're not, maybe. Let me just see. I guess that's an eye roll. Now, the wink I'm more familiar with because it's a specific wink. You have to close one eye totally. Not easy, because most people go like this. That's not it. It's... I'm glad he likes it. I'm glad you appreciate it.
Excuse me?
Hello?
Dad. Oh my God. Oh, there is kind of a girl here. Didn't say it was your cousin.
No, right?
Michael.
Joe.
Lindsay.
George Michael? Lucille.
Tobias Funke.
George. Maybe.
Buster.
Okay, so first question for y'all. I don't know why I just said y'all, but I'm gonna go with it.
It's a good word.
It's
a good, great contraction.
It's been, almost 7 years since you guys have stepped back into these characters. So what is that experience like coming back into this?
It was a little surreal. Kind of, I felt incredibly lucky to have the opportunity to play Lindsay Bluth again and to act with people like him who are hilarious and brilliant. And so it just felt like a gift. It felt like, nobody gets to resurrect a character that they put to bed 7 years ago. And for it to be this anticipated and to have this fan base still that are, dying to see what we come up with now was incredibly exciting.
Yeah, echoing what Portia said, except replace Lindsay with Tobias. It's the exact same thing. And not just to do the character again, which is really fun, but to get to work. Well, I'm just going to repeat what you just said, but basically work with all these talented people on this great script that Mitch has written and this crazy story, and to get to do it in an atmosphere. Because when we left, that last year was difficult for all of us because we would go into work not knowing. And I'm not exaggerating.
Today could be the day.
No exaggeration.
That Fox chops us.
Yeah, I mean after like the
Cancels
fourth
us.
episode.
It wasn't weird. It wasn't strange. It was very, very easy because the character is not Hamlet. Let's face it. It's not heavy acting here. It was just exciting to be with all those really funny people again and try to keep a straight face. It was. We've all stayed pretty much in contact, so it wasn't like let's catch up because we're a family really, and we've stayed in contact, and it was nice to be able to come back and kind of do our thing together again and make each other laugh. That was a real. It's a rare privilege, a lot of shows don't get to reunite.
It was weird. It was actually very weird.
Yeah.
Being all together in the penthouse, in Lucille's penthouse, was very weird for me. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know how to process it.
Yeah, it just felt like a weird flashback.
Yeah.
But no time had passed. We were just there again in the last 7 years where nothing.
But there was definitely an awareness of how peculiar a situation it was for us all to be in. Everyone kind of showed up on set and nobody was saying anything at first. Everyone was just
hey.
The whole crew was kind of quiet. And then Mitch made a speech. And
that was
and
very
we
sweet.
Just started. And once we started, it really started to feel normal.
Yeah.
Just the showing up was odd.
Definitely.
Okay, when you drink on the show, what is that real booze? What's actually in those cups?
Well, when it's a martini, it's water. And if it's white wine, it's apple juice. Red wine is grape juice.
So it's never real booze?
Never.
No.
Never.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. But I wouldn't last long if it were real.
I really love you, Tobias.
Oh, Lindsay, we've got to get you to that acting class.
Hey, I just want my son to have a job where his incompetence won't be out of place.
Well, that's not a great sign.
So what can you do on Netflix that you can't do on network TV?
Penetration. Okay. What else? Intravenous drugs. The whole Liza Minnelli thing is going to blow your,
Graphic sex.
Is that what we're going to see?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to take away the surprise or the shock, I should say.
That is the opener
Yeah.
for your episode, though.
Well, it's just sort of a
Yeah.
palate cleanse.
Yeah.
Here's
It's kind of
the
they
new
crossfade with graphic sex into the next scene instead of any flashbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
No sound.
Hot.
Well, not when you see it.
Yeah.
Well, he can show his boobs.
Yeah.
So
I did
there's
that on
that.
network TV. We didn't blur that out.
But they were blue.
But it's interesting that maybe it's an Australian thing that you refer to my penis as boobs. I think that's weird. But anyway,
There's a whole formatting thing that we had to, all these episodes come out on the same day, so it's there's an opportunity there with the storytelling to have all of these plots intersect in a way that you can manage the user experience to use a computer term is pretty cool on this, and the fact that Mitch was able to integrate that organically into this story as Act 1 of a 3-act saga is pretty admirable.
You know, you can watch at your leisure, watch as many as you want, binge. I hope people will binge this because Lucille doesn't come on strong till later. So
And
I hope they'll binge watch.
binge watch.
As far as material, you don't have a network. They gave Mitch a lot of freedom. Our creator, commander-in-chief genius, Mitch Hurwitz. You don't have that kind of pressure from a network and the broadcast standards that even on probably HBO or one of the classier cable networks that you would have. They give their people, their creators, and the pretty much free reign.
I think it's a very cool new format, considering the fact that 5 years ago, where Netflix was and where it is now. I mean, do you remember at the time years ago at that weird Family Guy party when someone came up to us and was like, "Hey, I work for this company Netflix. Here's like a free thing to sign up as a member." Do you remember that? We were like
Kind of,
14
yeah,
or
like a
something.
free membership?
Yeah,
Trial
and it had
membership?
just started, and we were
Yeah.
like, "Whatever this is," threw it away. I've gone back to that place years later looking for that invite.
Yeah.
It's a McDonald's now.
Well, you can get a free membership if you want. You can
Can
just call Netflix and
Okay,
ask if
I will.
that's what it's about.
I'm going to.
You don't need to go crawling around in some potted plant.
Well, I just wanted to
Party
check
was
all my
6 years ago.
places.
I would love to help you. We like to pull together
Watch your
around
back.
here. No, you watch your back, mister. Oh my God.
I bet it's been a long time since you've seen your Sherry.
I have lupus.
It's the final countdown.
This is the sign I've been waiting for.
Good luck with your night terrors. Now no one will be there to hear your screams.
Now with this car, you might get some stares.
I'm used to a car with some stairs.
What would be the ultimate Arrested Development drinking game?
The Arrested Development drinking game. That sounds fun.
There's too many answers.
That's true.
Too many answers.
Could Lucille drink you under the table?
Any day.